Hello and welcome to another World of Tanks review with me, Cricketwes, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Tier 8 British Heavy Caernarvon. I do love this thing. It is, in my opinion, one of the best Tier 8 heavies in the game, alongside the IS-3, probably the 110 as well, and the KB4. KB4 is always good fun. But this thing, it really is a joy to drive after all of the Churchills and the Black Prince. It's absolutely amazing. We'll start off with the miscellaneous stuff. Hit point 1600. It has one of the largest hit pools for non-premium Tier 8 heavy tanks. 100 more than the IS-3. Which has 1500, I believe. Yeah, 1500. I think the same as the Tiger 2. I think the Tiger 2's got 1600 as well. More than the 110, I think. I'm really not sure. More 200 more than the AMX 5100. The 51 that has no armor. It's got paper for armor. So yeah, that doesn't have too many hit points. The weight, 60 tons with my equipment and modules on it. Yeah, around about 60 tons. You do need to get the tracks before you can mount the 20-pounder gun. I'm not sure about the turret though. Engine power, 810 with the top Tier 9 Rolls-Royce Meteor M120 engine. Really good engine. Really powerful. Good speed, 34.3 kilometers an hour. After the all the 20 kilometers an hour stuff is really, really good indeed. The traverse isn't bad, it's not great though, 24 degrees per second. It's, well, I'm still quicker than the IS-3, I think, at traversing. Oh no, IS-3 has 30 degrees, that's quite good for everything. Anyway, yeah. Hull armor, 130 on paper. But the sloping brings it up. Well, we've got Tank Inspector, which I will show you later, the actual armor thickness. Turret armor, 165 on the front. The gun mantlet as well, pretty strong. Well, this thing hull down is very, very strong, unless somehow tanks manage to hit little bits there, and sometimes the top of the turret can be penetrated as well, but this thing hull down, it is a monster. With the 20-pounder gun, the 20-pounder Type B is definitely the gun to go for. Type A still pretty good, but the Type B just better soft stats, better accuracy and rate of fire. That's the only difference really. Radio, Tier 10, 750 meters. No one really cares about the radio. No one really cares about the tracks. Turrets, pretty much the same as the Centurion Mark 1. It is a fat Centurion basically, this thing, with lots more armor and slightly slower. That's pretty much all this thing is, just a fat Centurion, better armored Centurion. And that's pretty much all I can say. The turret traverse is pretty nice, 30 degrees per second, 400 meter view range, same as the Centurion Mark 1, and I've already said about the signal range. So you could use this thing as, I wouldn't say play it as a heavy medium, play it as a heavy tank, but the lower places can be easily penetrated if people know what they're doing. So we'll move on to, I think, crew skills. Well, repairs, because it's a heavy tank, you don't want to get bogged down in a heavy tank. I've gone for 6 cents on the commander, because, well, commander 6 cents, you want to know when you get spotted. Deadeye on the gunner, to just try and get those extra criticals out, but snapshot will be a pretty good one as well. I do recommend snapshot, because this thing, with 1.9 second aiming time, 0.32 accuracy, it is really good at snapshotting, and having that crew skill will only make it better. On the driver I have done 4 clutch braking, which increases the whole traverse. Smooth ride, also a pretty good one. Controlled impact, not a bad one. And off-road driving for them. I can't be bothered to say that. But yeah, that doesn't seem a bad one either. Because this thing, if it gets hit in the rear, it will have a good chance of catching fire. And safe stowage, because the ammo rack is located in the front of the tank. If you hit the lower glacis, then you have a good chance of damaging or detonating the ammo rack in one of these things. Excuse me. Equipment, I've gone for Cameron and Binocs because that's all I have at the moment. But gun lane drive will be pretty good. Heavy spool liner as well. This thing gets hit by artillery. Fair amount. Wet ammo rack, also a good one. Gun runner, not necessary, with a 7.5 second reload time with 100% crew. Ventilation, not necessary again. Vert stabs, pretty good. I do recommend vert stabs, wet ammo rack, and heavy spool liner. I can't speak. Heavy spool liner and enhanced gun range drive. Actually, enhanced gun range drive not really necessary with less than 2 seconds to aim. Pretty good accuracy on this one. So vert stabs, wet ammo rack, and heavy spool liner. And I don't have any of those things because I'm saving up for a Pershing. Yeah, deal with it. So we'll move on to Tank Inspector and see what the armour is actually like. So here we are on Tank Inspector, and it's the Caernarvon. Well, as you've just seen. And the armour, even though it is only 130mm, the sloping on this thing is absolutely amazing. You can get a maximum of just over 200 degrees, of equivalent armour thickness because of the sloping. But if you hit it low on the upper glaciers, then high tier tanks can quite possibly penetrate that. Lower glaciers, 76mm, but sloping again brings it up to about 150, 155. But yeah, if you're shooting at the front of this thing, don't waste your time going for the upper glaciers, just aim for the lower glaciers. 1, it's easier to penetrate, and 2, you might get an ammo rack. Hold down opportunities. Turret is pretty well armoured. Gunman at the top of the turret, if you're looking at it from above, is easily penetrable. If you're sniping on the top of the hill on Himmelsdorf, for example, and you come across these in one in the middle, then yeah, turret, upper glaciers, easy peasy. Just don't hit the gunman. Gunman is just, well, absolutely as strong as old boots, as tough as boots, I should say. 200mm plus an extra 165 and another 100 on that, which makes this super strong, bringing it up to about 400, almost 600 at some parts, if you're getting close to the gun. The sides of this, very badly armoured. 51mm of armour, with not really much spaced armour of the tracks, because of this sort of side skirt sort of thing leading out, which means this thing can get penetrated by heat shells in the side, and the rear, well, it's only 38, which is very bad indeed. Side of the turret 112 with some sloping, and the rear of the turret 112. Ammo rack not in the turret, as I said earlier, it's in the front, around about there, there. So yeah, that's the armour on the Caernarvon. I'll just show you some stats real quick. Camo value, not bad for a heavy tank. Getting better. Well, stationary 5.4, that's still pretty bad. But it is a heavy tank, so they don't have that good camo values anyway. DPM, not great, but not bad either. 1845. damage per minute. Reload time just under 7.5 seconds with 100% crew. Power to weight ratio on this is pretty good for a heavy tank. 13.5 horsepower per ton, which is good for a heavy tank. And it also manoeuvres quite well on hard terrain, medium terrain, and soft terrain, which is all very good. Survivability, not that important. Well, it is really, but I can't be bothered to go into the details of that. And yes, you can see tier 10 matchmaking with the Caernarvon. Tier A heavy, normal matchmaking. But it's okay because you have begun to compete. £20 at Type B or the Type A. Both fantastic guns. So let's show you some replays. I haven't got 3 replays, I've only got 2. Because I was stupid enough to delete my patch 8.11 World of Tanks mods folder, which had my ace tank game in the Caernarvon. But I can still show you the results. But I have 2 patch 9.0 replays to show you. Let's get on to them. And here is the first replay for you. I'm tuned up with White Light and Jerryvoss, both in Circ 3 and still are in Circ 3. Unlike the last 2, I think. 2 or 3 subscriber replays, as I have done, or the first 2 rather. And we're here on Abbey in a tier 8 game. And yes, I do get a bit of lag at the start because I have a crap PC pretty much. I'm reloaded already, 7.5 second reload on this. While we get into the battle, I'll just do a quick sort of like mod sort of thing. Jimbo's Crosshair, as you can probably tell. Locustan's minimap mod. Kodos's hitlog. No damage panel because I don't like his XVM setup that much. And of course XVM stats, and XVM is rating this as a 31% chance to win game. So we have some carrying to do. As you can see, this thing pretty quick for a heavy tank, leaving all the others. T29 IS. It's got even a KV1S, which is extraordinarily quick for a heavy tank. Still not fast as Jerryvoss in his Yak Panther 2 though, and he is in a really strong position. Now this thing, not a great side scraper, but it can do it. Unfortunate, no damage critical on the Chiri there, but he needs to die early. I'll just try and get the colourblind mode working on this, because I did have it on when I was playing this. Colourblind mode on because I like colours. Not working on the map, which is rather annoying, but hey, tanks are in blue, we're okay. So there, FV2 have nailed our T21, which is well, because yeah, artillery gotta get them scouts out early, right? I mean, yeah, T21 obviously highest priority tank on this team. Then yeah, this is just heaven for the Caernarvon. No one can shoot you lower glaciers really. And bounce from the Cheeto, it's absolutely amazing beyond this. For a tracking shot on the Chiri, it works, but he uses his repair kit. White Light still with the stock gun on the archery. Chiri's down, which is their best player, Smurf, because he's got blue stats. Unfortunate to miss that shot on the Cheeto. And if you've been paying attention to the map at all, yeah, the other side, the other flank and the middle have completely vanished. Yeah, lucky that shot didn't penetrate and do full damage. Hit me right on the back, right on the engine compartment. Got my loader out. I've got a first aid kit. So me and White Light just heading back to the base. In fact, most people are heading back to the base. Don't know why it was saying 27%. It might be 31 because XVM's updated over the last patch. I can't remember why I was saying that in chat. I don't know. It's been a while. Anyway, 3 kills, 1100 damage. Bit of kill securing, especially on the Cheeto, 59 damage. Oh well. But can we stop the cap in time? The Type 59 there. Fairly strong on the front, and he's a good player. He's not stupid. He knows what he's doing. I'm loading HE here just to try and make sure I reset that cap. But unfortunately, I had to take a shot at the Type 59. There's another Type 59. Miss him. Don't give a damn about that shot. So he dies. 8 seconds. I can reload and get a shot off. 4, 3, 2, 1, and someone reset on the SU-122-44. I do want to reset the SU-122, hiding behind the corpse of the I don't know what is that, T25-2. 15 seconds. One SU2 knows what he's doing, the other not so much, or that's just an act. I'm just trying to keep resetting the cap as much as possible, because we need one of these SUs dead. Unlucky to track that guy, but it resets the cap just a little bit. And I have a stroke of luck here, because this SU-122 is firing high explosive. I don't know why he did that. Yeah, only 75 damage, and he is gone. They had what, 4, maybe 5 tanks in there, and well, we were able to clean them up. Really, me, White Light, Jerry Voss, and well, IST29. Yeah, we just cleaned them up basically. 3 kills, 17, almost 1800 damage. There's a Jagdpanther 2 Jerry Voss going in, but he, I think, yeah, he just took a hit from their Jagdpanther 2 and is now a one-shot to anything else in the enemy team. As long as they're not firing high explosive like that SU-122. So I'm just going to help out Jerry Voss in the Jagdpanther 2. Almost an ideal position for the Caernarvon there. It'll be hold down due to the slope, because there's a hill. I'm loading APCR now, because I don't want to risk any bounces at this stage. And of course, because I load APCR to avoid bounces, the shot bounces off the lower glacis of a Type P, such as that one did. But Jerry Voss gets a nice hit into the Type P, low roll, but any damage is good enough. Track the Tiger P, get a nice damage roll on him. The average damage is 220, 230, 230, which is quite nice. And if you've already unlocked the 20-pounder guns off the British medium line, and well, you'll know what they're already like. They are absolutely joyous to use with the accuracy and damage per minute. Me and Jerry Voss both on 3 kills each. I've done best part of 2,300 damage almost. I can't remember what badge I got for this. I think it was either a first or second class. This wasn't my ace tank again. Sure of it. But now we're just trying to hunt down the last remaining tanks. We know the last known position of the K1S. Jerry Voss just trying to camp. He doesn't want to get hit by anything. Otherwise he will be a dead Jerry Voss. So I'm just going to the spot where artillery is most likely to be. There's the K1S still on full health. Jerry Voss, well, K1S not having a good day now. That just room to stay. FE207 killed the IS. I don't know where that IS was. But K1S obviously spotted him, and then White Light's just saying 40-second reload, so we can just take our time now on this FV207. I'll just try and spot him for Jirivos, or just take the kill myself. So I'm just looking in most popular spots for artillery to be camping in. He's not there, which means that there are only a couple more places he's going to be, and he killed the IS, which means he can't be around G8 because there's that massive hill rock stuff in the way. So he must be near the cap circle. Hope you're liking this new microphone. Got a new microphone for my birthday, which was yesterday as I'm recording this video on the 9th. I get another good shot into the FV207 and pick up the kill. What a game. 4 kills. Best part of 2,700 damage. Mega carry. And here are the results for that game. Said it, my first class badge in the Caernarvon. Defender medal, not really surprising. Patch 9.0, as I said earlier. And as of the time, I think it was a 27% game, but it said 31 there, so I don't know. And Jirivos, mega damage, 5,223. And he walked away with 1,272 base experience without any multipliers or anything, and I walk away with another very nice 1,226 experience with 2,675 damage done. Damage block by armor 580. I can't remember what my potential damage received was for that particular game. 22 shots fired, directed 18, only 4 misses, and 16 of those penetrated, which is quite nice. And I managed to get in just over 800 spotting damage. Base defense points 125, mainly from those SUs. And White Light, he had another pretty good game in his stock IS3, 2,000, almost 3,000 damage done. And with the stock gun, the pretty much the gun off the IS, that is pretty damn good. And he got Medal Confederate as well. Well, 3k damage, no kills, yeah. And Jirivos, he got a nice high caliber. Well, you would expect that in a Camp 2 top tier game. Only made 9,000 credits because I shot 4 or 5 shots of gold ammo. Without a premium account. With premium, would have made 26,000, which I'd have been very happy with. And that was my first one of the day in the Caernarvon, so 1,226 base experience doubled, gave me 2,452 XP for that one game. And I have another game to show you, so let's see that then. And here's our second game and last game for the Caernarvon. It's on Highway, the patch 9.1 Highway map, so the North doesn't get such a huge advantage playing on my own this time, but we do have the advantage of a Unicum in an IS3 as well. I'm just saying for our IS8 because those stats, wow. Such skill, much well. Jimbo says derps up this time, unfortunately. But anyway, I'm going to be heading into the town, even though it's a tier 9 game. And I do have the speed to get into the town before most of the enemy heavies, even though all they have is a 5120 and M103 and a T34. I'm quicker than the M103 and the T34, not quite the 5120. But he'll be done with early on in the battle, which is very nice indeed. So I'll speed it up a bit, because Caernarvon driving, even though it's fast for a heavy tank, it's not that fast. And this is one of the rare times that a team actually pays attention to the map in a game of World of Tanks. Pretty much 50-50 split on the map, which is absolutely amazing. Got 7 on the northwest part of the map, and I think 6 down, 6 or 7. KV4 camping, I don't know why. Internet derped out, crashed to desktop, I don't know. And there are the first targets spotted by the M103, AMX5120 and T34. And there's something else on there, M103 as well, so we go for a quick snapshot from the M103, and that is how good the arm on the Caernarvon is. Bounce off the upper glacis from the M103, just trying to side scrape, well not really side scrape. Oh yes, I can't remember what I'm doing. This. That was so good. America 5120 for 1200 health. And there's his turret. That was good. Oh, that was so good. We're on lead, T34 side scraping against me. Probably not intentional. There's a nice camp for 2, and I miss, unfortunately. Yeah. 1 shot fired. Well, 2 shots fired. Well, I'll just say 1 damaging hit. 1229 damage. Oh, that was great down the rack. And I do lose a bit of, well, sense. I don't know. Because I thought that T34 was still side scraping, but no. He just rushed me. So yeah, 1500 damage done. And there's the camp 2. Not using the top, is it 120mm? I think it is now. I can't remember. But the rear of an M103, I will take that any day. 218, that's enough for me to one-shot kill him, and that's pretty much 2000 damage done already. And we're only 4 minutes into the game. Go for a tracking shot on the AMX AC48, get a high damage roll into him as well. So I will get the last 17 tracking damage on the AC48. 3 kills, 2.2k damage, pretty nice. And this is where the manoeuvrability of and the speed of the Caernarvon comes in. Top speed down the hill, reaching pretty much 40 kilometers an hour, and this is the accuracy of the gun. Apart from that shot, that's one of the, I think, 3 or 4 shots I missed this whole game. Kill secure the 87, 66 health, and Tiger 88. Random guess, and get him as well. 2.4k, 5 kills. Will I get the top gun? Probably not. Both tanks are in the middle. Tiger, well, he's dead. Indian Panzer 46 health, and he's gone as well. 50-0 Ruffle Stomp. 2.4k damage, 5 kills. Only took 5 minutes for the game to be completed. So let's see the results. And here are the results for that last game. Another first class badge. No battle achievements or stuff like that, but a very nice 17,653 credit profit, mainly because I didn't spam any gold ammo that game, and well, I'm reckoning 5120 for 1200 plus health was, well, pretty damn good. We've managed to get some spotting damage on the 87, 126 of it. Not really surprising that I came top on XP on that. Most of the tanks I damaged were tier 9, and you get extra XP for damaging tanks tiers above you. 1000 base XP from 2400 damage done and 5 kills. Kills are what give you XP mostly in this game. I say he had a good game, 3600 damage, so did our T54. Pretty much so did everyone. or most people on our team. Like in third on damage, top on XP. Yeah, that works well. With only 6 people on the team doing less than 1,000 damage. And, well, 11 people doing less than 1,000 damage on the enemy team. So yeah, damage block by armor 700, some from that M103 and some from something else that I can't remember. Well, 566 assisted damage in that game as well. I can't really think of anything else to say. I spotted 2 tanks. I have no idea what they were. Damage just under half the enemy team, which is pretty good. Less than 5 minutes for the whole battle to be finished. 1,700. I can't speak again. 1,071 base XP, first one of the day times 2, 2,142 XP for that game. And that brings us to the end of this Caernarvon review. I might be able to show you the results for my Ace Tanker game. Back in a tick. So here are the results for my Ace Tanker game. It was on Ruinberg on Fire in a patch 8.11 game with, and I did have a premium account at the time, but that was 1,286 base experience. It was a tier 9 game, and oh, it was a good game. Got it to carry because, well, not many people left alive on our team actually knew how to play. It's a shame I can't show you the replay, which is really annoying. But 2,827 damage done, 5 kills again. Yeah, was up against a Conqueror for the last 2 or 3 minutes with an E75 who didn't want to take hits for me when I was a one-shot, easy one-shot for the Conqueror and anyone else on the enemy team. I was on about 100 health, maybe less. I don't know. All I could say, that was my Ace Tanker game. 41.8k, not 8.7k credit profit, and wasn't my first one of the day. That was 1,930 base XP with premium account from that game. Potential damage received 2,600. If I received one more hit, that would have been a steel wall. If I had survived, and almost 1,100 spotting damage as well. 30 base defense points, which is pretty good. My hit ratio wasn't bad either. 19 over 24, and 18 penetrations as well, which is pretty damn good. That brings us to the end of the Caernarvon review. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next time. Bye. I can't speak again for the 3rd time in this video. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.